Hi everybody, this is Miss Peachy from your WCA Earth Science class, and what we're doing here is a modified discussion. So one of the things that you guys were supposed to have for this week for your assignment in Earth Science was to do a discussion, so traditional Connexus discussion. But I didn't like the discussion very much for a couple of reasons. You had to go out and find an article about weather, which is kind of hard to do sometimes, especially since we've been having beautiful weather here in Wisconsin for the last few weeks here. And then you were supposed to read the article and then call somebody who was an expert and then try to interview them. And I just felt like that would be really hard for you to be able to do. So you guys are off the hook. You don't have to try to contact and find an expert to interview for your article. I think that was a little tricky. So instead, we're going to be doing something different, and I'm thinking it should be kind of fun, just because, in this way, you'll be able to be a bit more interactive with your peers, still have a discussion, but maybe get to know them a little bit better too. So I've sent you all a link to our class, Flipgrid, and I'm also going to post this on, my website as well. And what you're going to do is you're going to do a little video response. Now, I just want you to kind of relax a little bit here, because if you don't feel comfortable showing your face on video, I'm going to show you how you can kind of cover your face up. But if you feel like you want to show your face on video, that's okay too. We like to see you, and we'd like to get to know you a little bit better. Rest assured that this Flipgrid is private to us. It is only the people who have access to our school invite code that can get in, so it's not going to be out there for the public to view. So it's just for the class, okay? But again, showing your face is completely optional. So when you get the link for the Flipgrid, you'll see on your screen, same thing that I see on my screen right now, and that is this part. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to watch a little video. It's like 2 minutes long, and it's going to tell you how storms are formed. Because I think here in Wisconsin, we've all probably had an experience at some point about a storm. And maybe you're not from Wisconsin, but maybe you're from someplace else in the country, and that might be kind of cool too, because in your area, you may have experienced different storms, which is kind of a cool thing. So what I want you to do is to watch the video first, and then I want you to post a video of yourself. You're going to post an experience. So I want you to think about it. What is the worst storm you have ever experienced in your life? So maybe it's a summer storm, some sort of a tornado or a bad windstorm. Maybe you were at home, and maybe you were camping. Maybe you were outside doing something, but it was really scary or really, really cool. Maybe you thought it was very awesome. So I want you to talk about when it happened. What was it like to experience that storm? How did you feel, and what kind of actions did you take? And then I want you to think about a question you have about storms. It could be about tornadoes or hurricanes. It could be about, blizzards or something else. It doesn't matter what kind of storm, but just come up with a question that you have about them, some sort of a science question. So again, the storm could be a summer storm. You could talk about a bad blizzard. That might be a winter storm experience. Maybe you guys were in a bad blizzard when you were driving and it was really scary, or maybe you went off the road, or maybe you had to go out and shovel like 2 feet of snow. So just really kind of think about what potential things you may have experienced in your life. Then you're going to click on record a response. So I'm going to do that now. Now it is going to ask you to log in to Flipgrid to record. So you either have to log in with a Google account. So if you don't have that, just kind of set that up real quick, just to log in or join to be able to do that, okay? So let me show you a couple of things. When I hit record here, I can hit effects if I want, and I can select, say, an emoji. So I've got double me on the screen here. Let's say I don't want to show my face. All right, let me get that emoji sticker. Let's say I just want to show a smiley face of myself, and that's it. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to place it on the screen. Here we go. Everything's a little slow. And then I'm going to click and drag and make this bigger. And just place it right over my face. So you can totally do that. You do not have to show your face on screen if you feel uncomfortable with that, okay? You could even cover up, the entire screen if you want. We can just hear your voice. That's okay too. You have other options here. You can, under effects, there's like cool photos or cool borders you can do that kind of cover up part of you again. Like I can put this border on, then you can barely see anything. Yeah, maybe I want a news. Oh, breaking news. Yeah. That's a good size border here. Okay, but so you can do whatever. You do not have to show yourself. Okay, but if you want to, feel free because I think it's cool if you can. And then once you do that, once you're all set up with your effects, then you can start your recording. Okay. So I'm double recording, which is weird. All right, so hello everybody. This is Miss Peachy and I'm recording my response to the question. So I'm going to talk about the worst storm that I ever experienced. And this actually happened about 3 summers ago. I think it was in 2017 that we actually had a tornado. No, I'm sorry, it was in 2018. We had a tornado that came through my hometown here where I live in Kimberly, Wisconsin. And it was interesting because the night before, we actually had a tornado warning and then nothing really happened because we didn't have, it was just like a funnel cloud or whatever. So it was nothing to worry about. So when we heard the tornado sirens go off, I was kind of like, it's no big deal. It's just another drill or whatever. And then all of a sudden it got really pitch black and the wind started to pick up. So we went down in the basement and it was raining really hard. It was raining so hard and the wind was blowing like horizontally that rain actually came in through the side of the basement wall because rain was going underneath the porch and coming down through the window there. It was scary. It lasted quite a long time and I was really kind of afraid of what would happen during that storm. And then when finally it stopped storming, we came up, all the power had gone out, and every single house in my neighborhood had a tree down in their yard. And we were like the only house that didn't have a tree down. So we went down in the basement. That's what we did. And power was out for like 3 days after that storm. So one of the questions that I have about weather is I just wonder how hail is formed. So I'm really interested in learning about how hail is formed and why it can get so big, because it can be like softball size. So that's kind of weird. All right, so that's kind of what you need to do. I'm going to stop this one, right? And then I would click next here. And then, you get the option. All right, so hello everybody. This is Miss Peachy and I'm editing it, which obviously you could hear voices there. And then you're going to make a little selfie just as kind of your screenshot. So I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, my selfie is just, got my face on it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and that's my selfie. You can edit that. You can change it if you don't like the selfie that you got to start with. And then finally, when I click next, it'll upload the video. And I can make, please make your first and last name here, people, because otherwise I won't know who you are and I can't give you credit for it, right? So make sure you put your first and last name here, okay? And I'll put my story. Okay. So that is all you need to do. You'll know if you did it right. I hit complete and now that'll show up as a response. And now I can click on this and watch it and I can add a comment to this, right? I can do a video comment. I can say something like, hey, I really liked your story. I thought this was very interesting. Or I had a very similar experience. Maybe we were in the same storm. Your video response doesn't have to be very long, but you need to do 2 video responses, one for 2 different people. Find 2 different people and do a video response for them. So you might need to come back to this after people have been putting up their stories to be responding to them, but you should do 2 different video responses and you do the recording for that the same way you would do the initial recording. And again, you can put a little emoji on your face if you want to. It's completely up to you. Okay, so once you are done with all that, then you've met the requirements of this portfolio, or excuse me, this discussion topic. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. So, and again, even with this, if you don't want to use your face at all, I believe you have the option of just using a picture on there or something where you don't have to have a video. You can just do the audio part of it too. Okay. And if you don't have, you can do this on your phone. So just, you can access that Flipgrid on the phone, and you can, use that if you don't have like a webcam or something on your computer. But I think everybody should have like a camera and a microphone just as part of being part of our school. All right, so hopefully that all makes sense, guys. If you have questions, let me know, and have fun. Bye-bye.